Florida. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, number 2. How many people have topiaries in their yard?
Nobody, huh?
Whoa, just one lady back there, and that's it. Nobody else has topiary. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing?
I bet by the end of this session you'll find that you have more topiaries in your yard than you think.
Yep. So we're going to start by talking about different types of topiaries. And the first one we're going to talk about is the freestyle topiary, which we have some examples here. I'm going to put one up on the table, but then you won't be able to see past me. But this is one. Anybody have a cone-shaped plant in their yard? Cone-shaped plant? No. Anybody have a hedge? You know, just a long hedge made out of whatever material, and keep it cut and sheared? No? How about little balls, trees shaped in balls, spirals? Anything like that? No free? Okay. All right. Well, that's what we call a free-form topiary. There's no frames in here. These are just plants that have been trimmed in certain ways, and Nelson in a minute is going to explain how to make one. He's going to explain how to make one of these right here, a little twisty one. But they're just free-form topiaries that have been around for years and years and years, and then more years. Been around for a really long time. So we have them everywhere, don't we, Nelson?
Yes, there's hundreds of topiaries out on Walt Disney World property. And we're going to talk about 4 different types today. And the 4 different types are what you're going to see all over property. Now, the freestanding topiary, what Andrea was saying, is the oldest style of topiary that is around. And the most popular along the broad scheme of things and around the world. They've been around for hundreds of years. Like Andrea said, they're freestanding. They're made out of the existing plant. There's no modifications other than maybe some staking if the plant's very small when it starts. But a freestanding topiary can take 3 to 25 years. So you got to be quite patient with these. The imagination is your only limitation. The spiral here is a popular example. I think a lot of people have seen these before. Seen them in people's yards and things like that. You can make them out of juniper, cypress, just the bougainvillea, all kinds of things. The easiest way to make this, or the way I've made it in the past, is use ribbon tape. Take ribbon tape and go up to the shrub that you want to spiral. Take the ribbon tape and loosely wrap it around the shrub. And then what you do is you trim away 24 inches away from the tape. Trim back to the leader stalk here, or the main stalk. Trim it all the way back, and just keep it trimmed. And follow the tape all the way around, and this is your end result. Now, once you knock it back down and you start to see it shaped, step back. Step back and take a look. Don't go too crazy when you're pruning, because it's not only what you cut, it's what you don't cut. And topiaries take time. This is a creative thing. This is something that takes time. So the longer, the time you take on your topiary will definitely show. So take your time, and pruning and pruning and pruning. That's the thing about freestanding topiaries.
Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, we're going to talk about shrub topiary. Now I'm going to move this, but this is a juniper. If anybody's not familiar with this is juniper, which can be used for topiary, either for the spiraling or making balls or anything, or making these little animals. Now, when you're going to make one of these shrub type topiaries, you're going to need a frame. This is probably about as small as you'd want to go. You might want to go as big as Goofy out front. I don't know. Did everybody see Goofy out front surfing on the wave? Is that cool or what? That's a huge, I think it was 3 pieces and took 2 cranes to put in. So he's quite a feat. Anyway, we're going to do something on a smaller scale with shrubs, little small shrubs. Everybody familiar with podocarpus or yew? It's just a kind of a medium growing shrub that works really great for topiary because you can trim it and move it and bend it and shape it into most any shape. Now, if you have this already planted in your yard, that's fine, leave it planted. If you have it in a container, you'll want to put it in a larger container than this because the frame doesn't sit too well on this.